Welcome to the Department of Toxic Substances Control Quick and Easy Biennial Report. The Biennial Report is required by the federal EPA for all large quantity generators of RCRA hazardous waste. It's a critical part of the hazardous waste tracking process, and it's important to get it right. The Biennial Report for 2019 is due by March 1st, 2020. We're going to show you how to figure out whether you fit the requirements, how to start the Biennial Report, where to find the information you need to fill it out, how not to make common mistakes, and how to successfully submit the report. We're also going to provide helpful links for you to answer any detailed questions you run into. Let's start with the Biennial Report basics. How do you know if you have to file? The answer is this. In any 1 month during the reporting year, did you 1. Generate more than 2,200 pounds of RCRA hazardous waste, or 2. More than 2.2 pounds of RCRA acute hazardous waste, or 3. Greater than 220 pounds of residue or contaminated soil, waste, or other debris resulting from the cleanup of a spill into or on any land or water of any RCRA acute hazardous waste, and or 4. Treated, stored, or disposed of RCRA hazardous waste on site. If you're not sure what RCRA hazardous waste or acutely hazardous waste is, click on the first link below the video for an explanation. If you fit any one of these categories, then you'll need to file the Biennial Report. What kinds of waste are non-reportable? Examples include California-only state waste like used motor oil, wastewater piped to a treatment facility, and universal waste like light bulbs or used batteries. Click on the second link below the video for full details on other non-reportable wastes. Click on the third link below the video, go to the RCRA Info homepage, and sign in to your My RCRA Info account. If you don't have one yet, click on link number 4 below the video to watch a short demonstration on how to easily create one. Are you ready? Let's get started. Once you sign in to RCRA Info, this is what you'll see. Click on the correct site name. Click on the Biennial Report tab to begin. Then click on Create New Submission. You can choose to upload your data in what is known as a flat file, a carefully structured text file containing all your data, or you can choose to continue to direct data entry. If you choose to upload a flat file, select the file from your hard drive to do so. If you want to know more about flat file formatting, click on link number 5 below the video. Here's an example of an actual flat file, with some information partially obscured. Flat files can be created in Notepad or other simple text editing programs, or generated for you by a hazardous waste consultant. Once you upload the file, you'll get a success or failure message. The failure message will list any problems that caused the file to be rejected. Fix the problems and keep trying until the upload is successful. After a successful upload, you'll still need to review the form data and submit the report. To enter your information by direct data entry, choose Continue to Data Entry. This will take you to the Biennial Report entry form. Your data will be saved as you go so that you can complete the form at your own pace. The 4 parts are: add a new GM form to detail your generated waste. GM stands for Generation and Waste Management. Add a new WR form to detail your received waste. WR stands for Waste Received. Add a new OI form to list the names and EPA ID numbers of every off-site installation you shipped hazardous waste to or received hazardous waste from, as well as any transporters you used to do so. OI stands for Off-Site Installation. Add your site ID form to make any changes to your site information and complete the Biennial Report. Generally, a GM form should be completed for each different type of RCRA hazardous waste generated. The waste description should provide a short narrative description of the waste, such as general type, source, type of hazard, and generic chemical name and primary hazardous constituents. Select all federal waste codes that apply for Part B. Click on link number 6 below the video for a detailed list of federal waste codes. Part C is for any applicable state waste codes. Click on link number 7 below the video for a detailed list of California state waste codes. If you're not sure what federal or state waste codes to use, you can find the codes on your hazardous waste manifests. The Process Information section is concerned with source codes, form codes, waste minimization codes, and whether the waste is mixed with nuclear waste or radioactive material. Please click on link number 8 below the video for further information on this section. The quantity information section requires both a number and a selected unit of measurement. There are 7 choices listed in the drop-down box. Pounds, short tons, kilograms, and metric tons automatically calculate the given quantity into tonnage. Gallons, liters, and cubic yards require an additional unit of measurement be chosen to describe density, either pounds per gallon or SG, specific gravity. Not being clear about how density works can be a problem, so here's a short note on the subject. Gallons. Water weighs about 8.34 pounds per gallon. Oil is usually less dense, about 7 pounds per gallon. Cubic yards. There are about 202 gallons in a cubic yard. Soil weighs about 2,200 pounds per cubic yard, depending on moisture content, which works out to about 10.9 pounds per gallon. The average density of hazardous waste chemicals is usually between 7 and 9 pounds per gallon. Density, as defined by specific gravity, is the source of most biennial reporting errors. So let's talk about specific gravity. A specific gravity value of 1 means that the density of the waste is equal to 1 times the density of water, or about 8.34 pounds per gallon. Used motor oil typically has a specific gravity of 0.93. The specific gravity of a solid block of concrete is about 2.32, or 2.32 times the density of water. Pure gold has the highest specific gravity, 19.32, or 19.32 times the density of water. Part 2 deals with on-site generation and management of hazardous waste. If you select yes for this question, you'll need to add an on-site process system, commonly referred to as a management method code. When you add a code, the drop-down box provides a preset list. For further explanation, click on link number 9 below the video. If you ship the waste off-site, you'll need to identify the facility it was sent to by entering the EPA ID number. This is clearly listed on the Hazardous Waste Manifest as the designated facility or alternate facility. The box auto-completes the search as you enter to prevent data entry errors. You'll need to select an off-site management method code for the facility. This value is listed on the bottom of each manifest in box 19. Enter the amount of waste that was shipped to this particular facility using the same units of measurement you used in the waste description section. If it all looks good, click Save Changes. You can add another off-site facility here, edit the entry you've made by clicking on the little pencil, or delete the entry altogether by clicking on the X. The total waste quantity distributed between all facilities must be the same as the quantity listed up in the quantity generated box in the waste description section for this particular waste. The comments box is used to explain anything on the form, including any waste minimization efforts or special circumstances, especially if you're filing the report due to a one-time event. Review all information and click Save. You'll return to the main biennial report screen, and your new GM entry will look like this. You can add as many GM forms as you need, or you can move on to the WR form. Click Add New WR Form to begin. The WR entry form is very similar to the GM form, but this form deals with waste received, not waste generated. You'll enter a waste description and choose federal waste codes. State waste codes come next. Part D is different. You'll enter the EPA ID number of the generator you received the waste from. You can search by site ID, name, or address, and again you'll be prompted to select a state code before searching. In the search results list, click on the correct site ID. You'll need to select a form code and a management method code, then a quantity and a unit of measurement just like you did for the GM form. Remember the notes on density and specific gravity from the GM form? They apply here as well. Place any comments or notes about special circumstances here and click Save to save the new WR form. The saved WR form looks like this. You can add a new form or edit or delete an existing form. The OI form is much easier to complete because it automatically adds the EPA IDs of every generator and treatment facility that you entered on the GM and WR forms. You'll need to verify the information though, and add the EPA IDs of any transporters you used. Click Add New OI Form to start. This form doesn't have a search and autocomplete function, so make sure your entries are correct. Choose a type of activity in Part C. The drop-down box includes generator, receiving facility, or transporter. Every field with a red star is required, and a comments box is provided for any notes you wish to enter about the entity. Click Save once you're done. The Site ID or SI form is last. Click Add Site ID form to begin. The Site ID form is pre-populated by the information you entered when you applied for the number. Review the information carefully and make any necessary changes before clicking Review. Double-check and then click either Make Changes to make a correction or Save to finish the Site ID form. Once you've saved this form, you're nearly done with the biennial report. Click Submit to complete the biennial and mark it for staff review. And that's it. Look below the video for links to this further information. And don't hesitate to give us a call at 1-800-618-6942 if you need help. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The biennial report helps the federal EPA protect our environment in a lot of different ways. And now you know how to do your part. Thanks for watching.